Okay, everyone, I'm here with my review of the 1994 Royal Rumble. This had the dumbest finish in the history of the Royal Rumble to the Royal Rumble match. Just saying. It's from the Providence Civic Center in Providence, Rhode Island. The only time the Royal Rumble has ever visited the state of Rhode Island. So, yes. Opening match is Tatanka versus Bam Bigelow, but it was supposed to be Tatanka versus Ludwig Borga. Borga got an ankle injury and was never seen or heard from again. So, yeah. And then Borga would commit suicide in Finland a few years ago, but that's irrelevant to this thing. So I don't want to talk about that. This is a decent match, not the best. It's a 2-star match. It's a 2-star match. Tatanka wins with a cross body block off the top rope. And let me tell you something. If Tatanka was around the late 80s, Tatanka probably would have been the third most over person in that company. He had the misfortune of being in the company at the wrong time, and that is why Tatanka never went anywhere, sadly. But so our second match is the Hart Brothers challenging the Quebecers for the WWE Tag Team Championship. This is a very good match. Quebecers win, and this launches what is by far the greatest brother versus brother feud in the history of professional wrestling, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, which is also the greatest opening match in WrestleMania history. I'll get to that when I do my WrestleMania series and get to WrestleMania 10. So, Bret injures his knee, Owen kicks the leg out, and claims about, we get the epic promo where Owen claims that Bret is just too dang selfish, and that he should have been the tag champion. He had his opportunity, but Bret wanted to put a sharpshooter on. He was just too dang selfish.
Really?
And all that. So then we get a good match for the Intercontinental title between Razor Ramon defending against Erwin R. Shyster, I.R.S. or Mike Rotundo. I.R.S., what a fantastic heel gimmick. I mean, come on, nobody likes paying taxes. We have to. Nobody does. And then you have a guy whose whole gimmick is reminding people to pay your taxes and calling everyone tax cheats. There's nothing you need to do. That is instant heel heat all the time, and Rotundo played this character to a hilt. He probably should have won this match and won the Intercontinental Championship, but ultimately he was second fiddle to helping launch Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels in the epic ladder match at WrestleMania 10. So, by the way, the Hearts and the Quebecers 4-star match. This is a 3-star match. Just because, as I said, I.R.S. is second fiddle in all this. So, then we have the WWE Championship Casket match. The Undertaker challenging Yokozuna. Now, normally I'd say the finish of this match is overbooked because of all the interference in it, but you have to understand that you had to protect The Undertaker in a casket match. So basically what the WWE did was, they basically said it took every heel in the company pretty much to beat him in a casket match. That protects him, and that protects him. Which allowed Yokozuna to win the championship. Here's the thing though. Again, another reason why Taker's streak should not be broken. This whole thing led to SummerSlam 1994's main event of The Undertaker versus The Undertaker over who's the real Undertaker.
Really?
Yes. And that was one of the dumbest things, and I'll get it out of my SummerSlam review series this summer. Stay tuned for that. Due to all the interference, it's a 3-star match, but it's, I understand it. But, again, it is technically a lot of interference. So then we get to the 1994 Royal Rumble match, which was the first Royal Rumble match of 90-second intervals, which, as I said in the 1992 Rumble vid, I actually prefer over 2 minutes, or what they would do next year, and the next year, 1 minute. So this Rumble starts with Scott Steiner and Head Shrinker Samu. Okay, that's an odd pairing, I guess. That's an odd pairing compared to the fact that 92 started with the British Bulldog and Ted DiBiase. 93 started with Ric Flair and Bob Backlund, 2 former WWE champions. And here you start with one half of the Steiner brothers, half of the Head Shrinkers, and all that. Then Rick Steiner comes in number 3. The Steiners, they dump out Samu.
Of course, like all tag teams do.
And then, then basically we get ring filling up till Diesel enters number 7. Diesel eliminates 7 guys in a row at this point. He eliminates Scott Steiner, Bart Gunn, Owen Hart, Quang, Bob Backlund, Billy Gunn, and Virgil. In that order, all at once. And basically, they started making him that star that they would eventually go to. Until he's eliminated by virtually everybody, including Shawn Michaels, when Michaels enters at number 18, I believe it was. Yeah. So, Lex Luger comes in. He's number 22. The final 4 of this Royal Rumble are Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Lex Luger. The final 4 of this Rumble are Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Lex Luger, and Hitchhiker fought 2. Which of these 3 does not, you know that Sesame Street thing, which of these things just doesn't belong here? Of these 4 guys, Luger, Hart, Michaels, and fought 2, which one really does not belong in the overall scheme of things? But anyway, Luger and Hart eliminate Samu and Michaels. They come down to Luger and Hart. And remember I said this has the dumbest finish in Royal Rumble history? Well, here's the finish. Luger and Hart go over the top rope at the exact same time, and they're declared the co-winners of the Royal Rumble. Now what does this lead to? Nothing. It leads to 2 separate title matches at WrestleMania 10, one for Lex Luger, one for Bret Hart. What WWE should have done...
Stupidest finish ever, but whatever.
What WWE should have done was do the first ever triple threat match. Then it would have made this actually, make sense. But it doesn't because of this whole thing. This is a Rumble that I think they did not know what they were going to do until the day the Rumble started. I think half the writing staff wanted Bret Hart to win the Rumble, half the writing staff wanted Luger to win the Rumble. They couldn't decide, so they said, okay, they'll both win it, and they'll both face the champion at WrestleMania. Well, ultimately, Bret Hart won the WWE title, so why don't you just have him win the Rumble, since he's the one who won the title? It's one, so, because of this finish right here, this Rumble match gets a 1 star, worst Rumble match yet, because of this BS stupid finish. Now, Paul Heyman invented the triple threat match in ECW about this exact same time. That's what should have happened with these 2 guys to make this finish actually mean something or make sense. And the fact that they almost did it again in 2005 really shows you something. I'll get to that when I get to my 2005 Rumble review. So overall, you got a 3-star opener, a 4-star tag title match, a 3-star Intercontinental title match, a 3-star championship match, and a 1-star Rumble. So again, of the 20 possible stars, 1 match gets 4, 1 match gets 4, 3 get 3, and 1 gets 1. So if you add that up, 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 3 is 7, plus 3 is 13, plus 1 is 14. That's 14 that's 14 stars out of a possible 20, which I believe would equate into about 60% or a D.
That's not bad.
Which I believe would equate into 60% or a D, I believe. Next up is 1995. Okay, it would be a C. So, next up is the 1995 Royal Rumble, which has the shortest 30-man Royal Rumble of all time on it, but is not necessarily a bad show. So, that'll be uploaded in a few minutes. If you like this video, hit the like button down there, subscribe down there, and thanks for watching.